Today we're taking a look at these college basketball matches, which are happening on Sunday, February 5, 2023, and giving you our team picks today. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and push that notification bell to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and make sure to watch it till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. Also check out our Patreon if you want access our premium picks. Our Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. You will find the link in description and comments section below. One more thing before we start, check out our new channel High Stakes Props and Parlays, where you can find our player props and parlay picks predictions. You will find the link in the description and comments section below. Tulsa Golden Hurricane vs Wichita State Shockers. The Wichita State Shockers go back on the road Sunday afternoon to Tulsa, OK for a matchup with the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. Wichita State comes into Sunday at an even 11-11 on the year, following a 9-point loss against Houston. Defensively, Wichita State struggled as Houston scored 17 points on 44.6% shooting and 35% from beyond the arc. Offensively, Wichita State was the weaker team in this matchup, scoring only 61 points on 38.9% shooting, and the Shockers turned the ball over 12 times as well. Wichita State's height and talent were too much for Tulsa to handle in the first meeting, and I expect an even more demonstrative performance from the Shockers on Sunday. The Shockers have dominated this series of late, going 6-1 in the last 7 meetings and covering the spread in 8 of the last 11 matchups. Tulsa has been one of the most disappointing teams in the country, and even more so in the betting market. The Golden Hurricane have covered the spread at a 2-14-2 clip in their last 18 games and have only won 1 of their last 11 games. Wichita State is a strong defensive team, so I do not mind backing the Shockers on the road. Our team pick is Wichita State -6 points. Fairfield Stags vs Iona Gales. The Iona Gales visit Leo D. Mahoney Arena in Fairfield, Connecticut on Sunday to play the Fairfield Stags in a Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference clash. Iona improved to 15-7 overall and 8-3 in mock play following its 81-51 victory over Mount St. Mary. Walter Clayton Jr. was the leading scorer for Iona with 20 points. Iona has won 2 straight and 3 of the last 4. Fairfield played really well in giving Iona a scare a couple of weeks ago, playing at Iona. In that game, Fairfield was able to assert their size and physicality as they managed to control the paint. They had a bad night from 3-point range, and that kept them from winning, but playing at home, I see them having a better shooting night. They easily covered the spread in that last matchup, despite the defeat, and I see them using the same playbook, slow it down and make it a half-court game. The home team is 12-5 against the spread in the last 17 meetings between these two. Also, the Stags are 5-2 at TS in their last 7 games overall. Take Fairfield to cover. Nebraska Cornhuskers vs Penn State Nittany Lions. A pair of teams from the Big Ten take the floor in search of a victory as they battle in the Cornhusker State. The Penn State Nittany Lions are on the road as they make the trip to take on the Nebraska Cornhuskers Sunday afternoon. Penn State was walloped 80-60 on the road by number 1 Purdue in their previous game Wednesday night, failing to cover the line as a 10-point underdog in that contest. Nebraska was beaten 72-56 on the road by Illinois in their previous game Tuesday night, failing to cover the line as a 14-point underdog. In the all-time series between the schools, the Nittany Lions own a 14-11 edge, including a 76-65 home win in the first matchup this season on January 21st. Both teams have had their struggles of late, with Penn State dropping 5 of their last 8 games, while Nebraska has dropped 4 in a row and 6 of their last 7 games. The Cornhuskers have had major issues on the offensive end of the floor, and they are terrible in the free throw shooting department as well. Penn State is a dangerous team shooting from the perimeter, and they are also good at the stripe. Nebraska allows an average of 8.3 3-pointers a night, putting them 303rd in the nation, and they don't have the firepower to keep up with Penn State's offensive attack. Take the Nittany Lions on the road as they earn just their 2nd road win of the season. Our team pick is Penn State Nittany Lions -3 points. Utah Utes vs California Golden Bears. The Utes have won 3 of their last 5 games and 2 of their last 3 home games. They play well offensively at home, scoring more than 78 points per game. They took advantage of their opportunities at the charity stripe in their last 3 games, making more than 79% of their free throws. They do a good job finding the open man, and they're very aggressive on the offensive glass, grabbing more than 10 offensive rebounds per game, which will give them more scoring chances. They also do a good job protecting the ball and won't give the Golden Bears a lot of easy scoring opportunities. The Golden Bears usually play well defensively, but they struggled in recent games, giving up at least 75 points in 2 of their last 3 road games, so expect them to have a hard time slowing down the Utes in this game. The Golden Bears have lost 6 straight games and 7 straight road games. They aren't very good offensively, and they play worse on the road where they are scoring less than 59 points per game, while making less than 40% of their shots. Their ball movement isn't very good, and they don't rebound the ball as well as the Utes, so don't expect them to get a lot of extra scoring opportunities against them. They've also been careless with the ball, turning it over 16 times per game in their last 3 games, which will lead to easy scoring opportunities for the Utes, who averaged more than 6 steals per game in their last 3 games. The Utes are very good defensively, holding opponents under 65 points per game, so expect them to keep California's cold shooting offense in check. Our team pick is Utah Utes minus 15 points. Temple Owls vs Houston Cougars. Houston won't repeat their performance a couple of weeks ago. Their defense did what they usually do, but their offense was uncharacteristically atrocious. In a 1-point loss, they went 11-21 from the free throw line. Every team has an off night, even great ones, and that's what that was for the Cougars. There's no reason to expect another one against the same team, especially with how they've played since the loss. Temple is a fine team, but Houston is unquestionably better and will be motivated to avenge a home loss when they were ranked number 1. Houston will cover. Our team pick is Houston minus 11 points. Wisconsin Badgers vs Northwestern Wildcats. The Badgers have struggled in the Big Ten this season, and after Northwestern won with relative ease when these two first met, it's difficult to imagine this game flipping completely and the Wildcats not keeping close until the end. Their frontcourt strength will help a ton in the rematch, and by generating second chance points and opportunities, will make it difficult for Wisconsin to keep pace. The Wildcats have one of the best point guards in the Big Ten, and with the experience at their disposal, a tough environment at the Kohl Center won't be daunting for them. Additionally, according to Covers.com, Wisconsin is 0-6 at TS in their last 6 home games and 1-10 at TS in their last 11 games overall. Our team pick is Northwestern, +3. Colorado Buffaloes vs Stanford Cardinal. Winning 6 straight games is a tall task for any team in the Pac-12, and I doubt Stanford's chances to extend its streak. However, the Cardinal have enough firepower to keep it close down the stretch, and I don't trust the Buffaloes to win this battle comfortably. Colorado is playing tough defense, but its offense has been bad all season. The first meeting of the season between these two schools saw a dramatic finish, and neither side led by double digits. I'm expecting another tight battle. Stanford is 5-0 ATS in its last 5 outings in the conference play, whereas Colorado is 1-6 ATS in its previous 7 games overall. Our team pick is Stanford Cardinal +5.5 points.